Hello, and welcome to the show. Yeah, I'd like to discuss today um, a topic of the movie uh, Candyman. Now, this one it started off well, you know. Was produced by Jordan Peele and Nia Costa. Um, as I say, it started off well, but the problem with it was there was a lot of wokeness and there was a lot of racial profiling. That's what kind of tore me off the movie. Um, but aside from all that, um, I had the kind of intenseness like of the original movie. Um, like I mean, it was a cult classic, you know. Todd and Virginia Madison uh, was in the original, and I believe she was in this one as well. At some point, um, I had that kind of like I had that kind of feel of the original, but then the wokeness came in, and then I mean, like the LGBTQ, which I have no problem with. But I mean, at the end of the day, like there's no like with a cult classic like that, like that's like it's dodgy to even go into that with a movie as classical as Candyman, you know. Which kind of it upset me, you know, like the fact that like you're dealing with like some of like one of the greatest horror movies ever to come out of the 90s, you know. It's just sad to see that. I mean, we have we Irish we have a lot of bureaucracy, and we fight a lot of it over here. But I mean, when you're dealing with wokeness and racial profiling in your face like that, the way it was, it kind of downplayed it. Like it turned me off the movie, and you know, I wish it was better. It deserves to be better, but for some reason, what's going on in the states, it's just confusing It's boring. And I can't say any more than that. But anyway, moving on to the next topic. How's everybody doing? I hope we're all well. Wouldn't expect anyone to come on at this late hour of the evening. But hope we're all well. Anyway. I'm enjoying. There's a game called Marvel Future Revolutions. If you're playing it and you enjoy platform games, it's one to look into. It's very enjoyable. I've been playing Marvel Strike Force for well over 3 years now. So it's two very enjoyable games. I mean, you have a few glitches here and there, but Marvel Future Revolutions, it's a good one to watch. But I hope we're all well, and hope someone joins. So, we're waiting on a few to say hello or people to possibly join. We'll do an old song. I'll do this one. Our John Denver number, which I have played live on here before. It's called Country Road. Hope you all enjoy. Let's go. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round the miner's lady, stranger to the water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine. teardrops in my eye. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. I hear her voice in the morning, now she phones me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I could have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, take me home, down country road, take me home, down the country road. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. Welcome, Scott. No problem, Scott. It's good to have you here. Hope you're well. Yeah, I was just telling folks here that went to see Candyman, and said I'd give the John Denver song an ill blast, as I've done on this channel before, and a lot of people like this. So, as I say, I hope you're well. I'm just glad you're here. Yeah, it was actually a bit disappointing. Like between the wokeness and there was racial profiling. It was done by Nia DaCosta, and Tony Todd was in it, of course. And spoiler alert. But yeah, I mean, it was a fair movie for what it was. I mean, if you know the original, like, I mean, if you're comparing it to the original, I mean, like the original Candyman was a cult classic. It was actually one of the best horrors out there in the 90s. Without a doubt. But sadly, this one, because of the wokeness and the racial profiling, I didn't like her as much. It kind of let me down. A little bit. Yes, I mean, I like personally speaking, I would go to any movie. Like, I mean, my genre would be action, and I love the action, um, and I like a bit of comedy, spy stuff. Like I'm mostly into the true life stuff. The like not the political stuff, of course, but I mean the yeah, exactly. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. It should be. I mean, we have like in Ireland, we have an awful lot of trouble like fighting bureaucracy at the moment. It's like I mean, like that's bad enough, but when you're being hit like at two angles, yeah, will do. Take care. Well, going with my point, it was just like when you're hit by two angles, like the bureaucracy on one side, and then you have wokeness and racial profiling. Sucks, like you know what I mean. Yeah, I'll be on EBN later. Go chatting with you. I'm gonna sing this one without the guitar. I think it'll go down well. Marianne and Wonder were the best of friends all through their high school days. All through their both members of the 4-H club, both active in the FFA. After graduation, Marianne went out looking for a bright new world. Wanda looked around this town and all she found was Earl. Well, it wasn't 2 weeks after she got married, Wanda started getting abused. She put on dark glasses and long sleeve blouses and makeup to cover a bruise. Well, she finally got the nerve to file for divorce. She let the law take it from there. But Earl walked right through that restraining order and put it in intensive care. Right away, Marianne flew in from Atlanta on a red-eyed midnight flight. She held Juana's hand and they worked out on a plan, and it didn't take them long to decide that Earl had to die. Goodbye, Earl. Those big-eyed peas, they tasted alright to me, Earl. You're feeling weak? Why don't you lay down and sleep, Earl? Ain't it dark, wrapped up in that tarp, Earl? The cops came by to bring Earl in. They searched her house high and low. And then they tipped their hats and said, "Thank you, ladies. If you hear him, let us know." Well, the weeks went by, and spring turned to summer, and summer faded into the fall. And turns out he was a missing person who nobody missed at all. So the girls bought some land and roadside sand out on Highway 109. They sell Tennessee ham and strawberry jam, and they don't lose any sleep at night, 'cause Earl had to die. Goodbye, Earl. We need a break. Let's go out to the lake, Earl. We'll pack a lunch and stuff you in the trunk, Earl. Well, is it all right? Good, let's go for a ride, Earl. Hey, 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 hey. Words to that effect, anyway. Hope you enjoyed. Mm. Yeah, there's a few adventures I'm going on in October, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a big uh, adventure as well because I'm going up to the Hellfire Club. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. Ghost hunting expedition, shall we say? So if you're into the creepy stuff, stay tuned. So yeah, I'm doing that in October during my birthday week off. So hope you stay tuned for that, and we shall avail and do our best to see as the ghosties about hanging about. A few can be debunked, but I mean, like this one, it's yeah, it's about Montpelier Hill. It's about 300 meters on the hill in Wicklow. It's commonly referred to as the Hellfire Club. The popular name given to a ruined building at the summit, believed to be one of the first Freemason lodges in Ireland. Originally, there was a passive grave where our cairn at the top of the hill, Speaker Connolly, one of the most wealthiest men in Ireland, built the hunting lodge on its site. Connolly is said to have destroyed the cairn while building the lodge, using a standing stone as the lintel of the fireplace. Sometime later, the roof was blown off during a storm. The locals reckoned that the aggrieved spirits seeking vengeance for the cairn's destruction were responsible, and no tales began. Over time, fact and fiction have become so intertwined that it's impossible to separate them. But while let that ruin a good story. The building was sold after the Connolly's death and is said to have become a meeting place for the Irish Hellfire Club. The club was founded in 1735 by Richard Parsons, a known dabbler on black magic. The members met at locations across Dublin, were known for their immoral behaviour and debauchery involving alcohol and sex. Lovely. The secrecy surrounded the club members led to the speculation that they were Satanists and devil worshippers. The president of the club was named the King of Hell and dressed like Satan with horns, wings, and hooves. The members were said to set a plate each meeting for the devil in the hope that he'd attend. They were also said to hold back black masses, in the lodge during which cats and even servants were sacrificed. Some say the building was desperately set on fire in order to enhance the hellish atmosphere. Now, I did hear the story when I was I was I was in school there one time, and I remember that somebody told me that they were doing a school trip, and I remember that they saw this painting with a cat, and it had moved. So certainly, if I see that cat, if I see that same painting, I'll see if it moves, and hopefully, I'll get it live. So let's read on. The best known Hellfire Club story is one in which the devil himself appears. A stranger had joined members at a game of cards, and at some point, one of the card players dropped a card on the floor. As he bent down to retrieve, he noticed that the stranger had cloven hooves instead of feet. Another tale concerns a young farmer curious to find out what went on at the meetings. Climbing up Montpelier Hill one night, he was invited in by members of the club and allowed to witness the night's activities. He was found the next morning trembling and terrified. Tradition says he spent the rest of his life unable to speak, unable even to remember his name. A black cat features among one of the most famous tales. In the other story, another young man, a visitor to the local farmhouse, goes to investigate the activities of the club. Next morning, he was found dead. His host and local priests believing him to have been murdered, go to the club to investigate. They see a banquet laid out and a black cat prowling the room. But this is no normal cat, it's huge. The priest noticed that its ears are shaped like horns, happening to have small bottles of holy water in his pocket. The priest decides to attempt an exorcism. The result tears the beast apart. Outside, the host is found lying on the ground, his face and neck deeply scratched by strong claws. Hellfire Club's remains burned out and abandoned on the Montpelier Hill, looking over Dublin. The view is glorious on a sunny day, but at night time people have reported unusual smells, strange atmosphere, and traces of satanic rituals have been discovered, or so they say. So it should be an interesting adventure. So I'll be doing that on my birthday week, which is between the 18th and the 23rd. So watch your space. I'll probably stream it through TikTok. Hopefully I can get enough followers by then, but I mean, I should. I mean, I'm blown up over there of about, I think of about 25 as far as I know. Yeah, I have 19 to go. Otherwise, really, I'll just show you the gameplay. It looks amazing. Damn. Well, that's the showcase for it. Incredible game. It's a platform game, so oh, blue popped on. How the devil are you, sir? Welcome to the show.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you. How are
Welcome,
you?
welcome. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, brother.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Good having you.
I'm sorry if I couldn't, make. I'm sorry if I couldn't, I'm sorry if I, couldn't enter before because my connection was bad.
That's okay.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Eddie Gannon.
Yeah, pleased to meet you. It's is there some reverb at the background there?
Scraper. What? Scraper for my wheel.
Is there reverb at the background there?
She asked me Retro Gaming Star 25. Come today, if I write today or
Yeah, there's
tomorrow.
there's something repeating.
Tomorrow. Oh, that's my brother's.
Oh, okay.
So Eddie Gannon, do you have a YouTube?
You cannot do stuff like that in the phone. Remember,
Yes, this is my YouTube channel. Yeah.
Do that. I don't want when you in the middle of the with the other boys. I don't want that.
Oh, this is a guy. This is a dude.
Yeah, it's anybody because you see, it's live on the phone now.
Oh,
no.
okay. I'll be back. I'm sorry.
No problem. Anyway, good to have you. Who me? Who me? Hope it's not me. All single ladies, all single ladies, all single. That was it. That was nice to meet a new person there. All are welcome. Anyone that wants to join me is more than welcome to come on. So I think we'll do another song. Before we do, hope he comes back. He's more than welcome. Be interesting to see what his take is. Okay, I'm going to do a song called Sunny. Sunny lives on a farm in a wide open space. Take off your shoes, stay out of the rain. Lay down your head and soft riverbed. Sunny, always remember words mama said. Sunny, don't go away. I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor who never found always barely man. There's not much to do, but he does what he can. Sits by his window in his room by the stair, watching the waves drifting soft down the view. Sonny, don't go away. I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor, never comes home. Nights are so long, silence goes on. I'm feeling so tired, I'm not all that strong. Years have gone, Sonny's home alone. His daddy's a sailor, never comes home. Sometimes he wonders what his life might have been. Still from old rain, mama's voice hums his dream. Sonny, don't go away. I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor, never comes home. Nights are so long, silence goes on. I'm feeling so tired, I'm not all that strong. Sonny, don't go away. So I hope you enjoyed that one. So guys, I'm going to end it there. I hope you enjoyed the show. Any new members, give us a like, subscribe and share. And I'll catch you on the next cartoon. Take care, guys.